What is going on, everybody? We are back on at Berserk Manga chapters 80 and 81. You guys should be seeing this on Saturday. I ended up getting a lot of videos done, so you guys were seeing Berserk videos that were like 3 videos late worth, but this one should be uploaded on Saturday, and I'm recording it on Friday. So now you guys are pretty much caught up. I was getting like a week and a half ahead of videos, so comments were getting lost. I was commenting the same thing for like 5 videos in a row because you guys didn't see my comments, and so we should be pretty caught up. This should be our Eclipse Berserk marathon weekend. You guys should have a Friday video that is 78 and 79. This should be up on Saturday, 80 and 81. 82 and 83 will be up on Sunday, and then 84 and 85 will be up on Monday. I wanted to do that for you guys because you guys have been killing it with the support. I think the last 3 or 4 Berserk videos have gotten like over 1,000 views in a row, which for me, I know a lot of channels you guys watch probably get 1,000 views in like the first 30-second upload, but for me 1,000 views is a lot, so I appreciate that. Wanted to thank you guys for all the support. So there's no like crazy like goal you guys have to hit, so don't worry about this video has to get to something for Sunday's video to be there. I would appreciate likes, you know, anything, comments, likes, all interactions help videos get out there and all those things. I think I looked in the goal, I'm trying to get to 8,000 subs by the end of the year. We'll see. I think we're like 340 off. I think I checked before this video, we're at like 7,660, somewhere around there. So we're like just over 300 with 3 months left. It'll be close. So if you're not subscribed, I think 50 to 55% of the people that watch all my videos aren't subscribed. They just watch and dip. So if you're one of those, that's always appreciated. Going here, we got a lot of wild shit going on right now. Honestly, the most WTF moment we got were those last 2 chapters. This is titled Storm of Death here. Why did we have 2 kaiju pantheon demigods squaring off against each other? We got Zod and old Skull Knight boy. Is this just like a thing we do every 200 years just to, you know, sharpen our skills? Or is this actual like a fight to the death thing? Are we opposing forces? Is this just friends hanging out? What is this? Rickert walked up on this, so I don't know I don't know if this is separate of what's happening with the eclipse, and that's just a whole nother thing. You guys clarified a lot of things on Friday's video, and it was kind of an over dramatification of what they were showing Griffith in that vision. But it pretty much did highlight the point of what he's been doing. He's been sacrificing people for this goal. Now I don't know if it's gotten clarified yet of like, was there an actual castle he looked up to one day as a kid and thought, I want that? Or is the castle just a representation of something? I'm not sure. Like, is his dream actually literal like kingdom castle type thing? And I think it is, because we've seen him hint at that. But they essentially were like, look at all the bodies you've laid to waste. You're going to stop, like, if you stop now, everybody that you sent to die and all the bodies that you killed and the people you sent to kill them killed, like, what was the point of all that death if you're not going to go for your goal anyway? You know, I'm curious, because, you know, a lot of it's predestined and stuff. If he didn't get pushed to the point of, you know, laying with Charlotte and getting tortured for a year and all that, if he was still himself and got presented with this, do you think he would take it? Or is it because he's just literally at the lowest point of his life? I mean, that's got to be a deciding factor, no? So I feel like I acknowledge that point as a reader of like, he sacrificed all this death, what's a little bit more? But as a reader, I would think to myself, this last little group here, would they not mean more to him? That he would think of them as like friends or precious or loved ones or people that he cares about? Does this core group here have no, the group that went to rescue him, are they no different than the most random person that came to join the Hawks last that he probably doesn't even know their first name? Is it no different of a sacrifice to you than sacrificing Judeau, sacrificing Casca, sacrificing Guts? You know, do they mean nothing? And I mean, surely we already know what the answer is because we already know what he becomes. So I think the biggest thing I'm here for is, do we see anything out of him as the people are being sacrificed, Casca and the rest? Do Casca and Guts get a moment? And how does one such as Guts make it out of this? Not being sacrificed. We know the demons are still kind of after him and stuff. So how did he escape this scenario here? Was it because that was the one thing Griffith couldn't sacrifice? But if he couldn't sacrifice that, though, wouldn't he have not achieved God Hand? Because it seems like apostles have to sacrifice maybe one thing they love, but the God Hand is like you got to dump it all, or multiple or everything. So I don't know. A lot of questions there. We'll see. But again, yeah, you guys will get a Friday, a Saturday, a Sunday, and a Monday upload. 8 chapters across there, and then we'll get back to our Monday, Friday. I might have to slow down on the Berserk videos a little bit because now My Hero has started. I'm going to start putting that out on Saturdays. Of course, if we get ahead and we hit light goals, I'll put that up for you. I'm not going to stop that. We still hit goals, but I don't know if we'll do another weekend extravaganza like this one until we start getting to like the climax of the story, wherever that is, if that's in the 200s, late 300s, wherever that is. And I'm going to go ahead and make an executive decision to skip 83. Looks like it's torn of like you should, you shouldn't. Since it's that much like back and forth, I'll read it, I guess, when the time is right, but it won't be in this weekend's video. So I was also told to get this murder soundtrack here, so we've added that to the list, our Berserk themes list. We're going to let that ride out. It's like 9 minutes long, might loop it. For this, yeah, actually we'll do that. We'll just let this go for the whole time, so we're going to loop that for this video. It'll just be the same. Everything going, mic on. You guys can see the cursor. We're good to go. Alright, this was my biggest WTF moment from last video. These two. What the hell's going on? Aaron Rickard, you too close, man. You gotta get the hell out. Alright, let's go ahead and do it. We've been talking for 7 minutes. Chapter 80. Oh, I thought he yelled out Zod. Oh, God. I was like, y'all are not friends. Just in his head. Zod. Why Zod in a place like this? And then that's the guy that saved your life. Low-key. I don't know if he intentionally did, but if he didn't show up, his ass was getting, I mean, that was it. The same from, what the hell's going on around us? All of us. He didn't get marked for a sacrifice, did he? I don't think he did. So Rickard might survive this? So you did come. You, who've been our foe for a millennium? They've been fighting this man for 1,000 years? Is he an opposing force? I pose this question, like, if there's such evil in the world and such like demonic forces, you could say humanity caused this, for whatever reasons. Is there no acts of good? Is there nothing that like combats this, or do the elves not answer to something? Like what? Is there nothing that can combat this but other than humanity themselves? I figure you wouldn't let this chance slip past. Is he trying to stop this or what? But he had other demons with him though, and you were given the command to guard the gate. Oh wow, they're really throwing. Immortal one, hardly. I have no interest in their indulgent spree. He doesn't care about the sacrifices and stuff. I would love to hear Zod's voice. I imagine something like really deep. What I seek are the strong. You should know that, old rival. Wow, Void would say that this too lies within causality's current. Very well, I wager myself upon my sword. Oh my god, we're really throwing, guys. Can we not? That's the shot right there. I don't think we're gonna get a better shot than that. Damn. So this was almost made to seem to me that like Zod was ordered to stop anything that might halt this Eclipse God Hand ascension. Now, is that when they said that, was it specifically for him? And what is he trying to do here? Clearly, you're not alive yourself. Like, we're both demons of kind here, but why is this an opposing force? I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Oh, God. Big sis. Oh man. Pippin, no man, not like this, not like this. Pippin was always a real one, bro. Him and Judeau. Emotions never really got in the way. They were always there to be counted on. They had skill. Wouldn't mind seeing Pippin take one down before he gets taken. And he's speaking, so you know it's serious. RIP a real one. You already know. You already know. I know, Pippin. Maybe he'll get one before he gets taken out. Go, run, go. You have to survive. What are you saying? And Judeau comes and scoops her ass up. They left him back there. Oh, God. What are you doing, Judeau? Let go, Pippin's... Damn. Last time we see him on screen, Whole. Like, Whole is one person without being injured. RIP to a real one if it is. Ooh. Judeau sent a little parting shot. Wow. Look at my man getting his moment here. Eyes open and all. Hope he takes one down. Just to show you, like, we can all agree that he's, like, third, right? Guts, Griffith, Pippin, in that order. Like, as far as, like, throwing hands. And this one's got one in its mouth and everything. Go back, Judeau. You're just gonna let him die? It's no use. You have to survive. Why her? Because, like, without her, the Hawks are nothing? Yeah. But then, like... what are the Hawks after this? Do you guys see what's happening? Do you not see that, like, this one's got one in its mouth, there's another one over here in this mouth? It might, when this is all said and done, it might just be you two. It might just be Judeau and Casca left. And if that's the case... like, if there's going to be no plan formulated here, I would just stay side by Pippin and we just throw till we can't throw hands, you know? You're our leader now. You must go on living. As long as our leader's alive, we aren't finished. You think I'm gonna let it all end like this? Dang, Judeau's about to get... if Judeau jumps off this horse... oh, God. Bro, we haven't even seen adult guts in a shot like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Pippin out here, 7 a pop. Ah, damn. I'd love to see that animated. Man, RIP to, like, the first real one. That's probably the first meaningful death we've had, huh? That, like, we actually had a connection to. Damn. And then this is a mess. Corcus got stamped right between his brows, too. Captain, yeah. There's... this is an Attack on Titan slaughter. There's nothing, like, literally all you... like, this is what it looks like. Like, and a lot of you said... it's just because I read it or watched it first. I refer to Attack on Titan a lot before this, but I had a lot of people say that, you know, I don't know if it's true or not. You know, there's a lot of similarities, or Berserk took a lot, or Attack on Titan took a lot from Berserk. I don't know if that's been, like, a published statement from, like, the author or whatever, but you can definitely see it. But speaking to that, this is so, like, just hopeless. There's nothing you can do. Oh, brother. Even seeing Corcus go out is pretty fucked. He did not just roll down the hill like that. Is this how he gets out? Just full gunning it? I mean, this is a murder. This is just this is a massacre. It's a slaughter. Like, and they use Corcus a lot for, like, comedic relief and stuff, and he gives me very Usopp vibes. Where like even when shit is chaotic and hitting the fan, like they always give him like the comedic like runaway, dramatic like snot dripping blood and all that type of stuff. But like I can't even take that tone here. Like this is just what it is. There's nowhere to go and nobody's coming to save you either. A dream, it must be a dream. Whatever he has to tell himself to make it better, you know? A dream, it must be a dream. This is all a bad dream. Look, here's proof. It don't hurt a bit. Sad to see him go out like that. Hey, wake me up. Enough's enough. But still, where the hell I'd come up with this dream? He's getting his moment now. Midland, the Band of the Hawk, it ain't far-fetched for it to all be a dream. When you think about it, it was way too good to be true, for me anyway. Yeah, and that's what's so fucked. And it's been a year, so time has passed, but like, as far as mercenary groups go, and I don't know if this story continues, but like, if we see other mercenary groups as the story goes, but within this world of Berserk, I would say there's probably been no mercenary group or mercenaries in general that have had just a better just rise than they had. They were literally the go-to force / cavalry for the strongest nation and king in essentially the world. And they're damn near all, like, they're all getting knighted, they're all getting, like, royalties and pick of your women in profession and status, leading their own groups, and for all that to crash down so fast is wild. And you're dealing with this demonic shit. Oh man, to think of like, man. So yeah, it's all a dream, this is a dream. Is he just gonna keep saying this is a dream, and just get like, this is a dream, I'll wake up and it'll be all over. I'll wake up and I'll be nobody again. Damn. Sucks to see, like, and I mean, he's probably hallucinating at this point. Yeah. Looky here, a woman in hell, I knew this was a dream. Damn it, why a guy like me? Ay. This looks like, I don't know if we ever got pronunciation on his name, but if you guys read Hunter x Hunter, this looks like T-Dog's Nen Beast. Like the mouth within the head. Oh, Corcus, man. Well, I don't know who dies in Chapter 81, but we gotta take a moment for Pippin. One of my favorite characters, probably in my top 5. I don't have a distinct order, but Guts, Casca, Judeau, Pippin are definitely up there. Zod probably rounds out the top 5. RIP to that man. I don't know who we lose here, but let's see what happens. Well, you're starting it off with Judeau. Makes me think he ain't making it to the end of this either. And what's wild is, like, you would think this sacrifice process would be maybe more... I don't even know how to explain it. Maybe more mythical. To maybe it would be like a Nagato summoning the ghetto statue type shit, where like there's just some kind of demonic wave that comes over. We just like suck your souls in one go, and like the soul leaves the body, and we're taking that as a sacrifice to be stuck in eternal hell. But no, they're actually being like viciously dismembered and killed and quartered as sacrifice. Like, you don't even know if you're getting all the pieces. We're leaving limbs behind. Like, we're just... The apostles are feeding on them. And we still... I don't know if you guys will have answered this in Friday's video or not. Do the apostles get anything out of it as far as, like, longer lifespan or more powers, like, in this feeding eclipse process? I don't know. Let's see what we got here. I mean, this is hell. I have a feeling... by the time this chapter ends, Judeau is going to have gotten off this horse. Oh, man. I mean, like, you see what I'm talking about here? Like, head, trunk, legs. As far as, like, sacrifices go, this is very, don't even know the word I'm looking for, but it's not quick, clean. It's not like we're just sucking your soul dry and keeping it moving. Like you're just being murdered. And this is just murder. Why is this hell? Did we sin that much? No. Is this where our bloodstained journey? Well, you could say that comes to an end, or is this really the nightmare you wanted? Yeah, look at that shot. You know what's wild is like they never did anything to warrant this. I feel like there was never a point where they killed if it wasn't a scenario where you were on a battlefield type thing. Now, Guts, on the other hand, he did go just assassinate people cold blood. That's a different story, so he might have some shit coming to him. But we don't know a lot of their backstories, but for some of the rest of them, like, I was just taken in and... Answer me, Griffith. I really would love before Griffith fully becomes Darth Vader, I would love a moment with his thoughts. Or him seeing this, or seeing his people just being taken. I would just see any emotion. Oh no. Judeau, is this it for you, man? What the hell is this? Ostrich legs, salamander body with like a stink. Oh god. I mean, he's throwing as many of his blow darts as he can, but was that his arm? Here? Oh god, it is. I mean, that arm's gone. It's gone. Judeau. Oh, it looks like they maybe saved the... I mean, saved the arm for what? Are you alright, Judeau? Yeah, you saved me. I mean, the arm is... Like, same way with Griffith's shit, like, it was never going to heal or be right. If... It's not going to happen, but if Judeau was to survive this, that he probably would never get use of that arm again. That's enough. Let's just go back. No way. It's the same wherever we run. They'll follow us however far we go. We don't even know if there's an exit. At least let's fight beside everyone to the end. That's the approach I would have gone with. Because it doesn't look like there's going to be a Hawks left when this is done. You know, and if we're going to go out, at least let me lead them and fight beside them as their leader. It's better than us just getting plucked off like this, you know? But what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? And what's wild is, like, maybe we'll get an explanation on it. Why don't they just send a wave of apostles to just scoop Guts one time? Like, current timeline Guts. Because you know he's never going to be safe as long as he has that mark on him. If they were dead serious about getting his ass, they could just grab him whenever they wanted, correct? Shut up, you'll bite your tongue. Judeau. Struggle, keep struggling and struggling until the end of ends, then struggle some more. There's no fighting just to die. That's what I'd say if I were him, right? Oh, man. And you know what? Like, Judeau was great. Judeau definitely had his skill, but what's going to make his death so much harder is, like, he always had, like, sound advice and words and outlook on things. This is the first time he's ever negatively snapped. I feel like he's always been, like, optimistic. Well, yeah. Oh, we lost the horse. Well, I think this is gonna be it. Judeau. He took one through the chest. You don't have to. I mean, look at the man's arm. He's really going out like this. Like, this is, if Judeau does this, I would love to see what Guts is going to try to do to keep her alive. Like, look at what he's going through. Like, he believes in the cause that much. At least Pippin seemed to be in one gulp. He's feeling all this shit. Stupid move, move it. Why? That's enough, stop it. At this rate, you'll... No, he's already. There's no more at this rate. I think that's it. Dang, you want to talk about Pippin getting his panels? They gave Judeau a good send off here too with some of these the animation on these panels. Some of these face shots have been great. Yeah, I think he's just dead on top of her. Or he's about to be. My last one. Oh, is he gonna take one more out? That'll be the chance that she has to get out. She kill. We don't even know if we're killing these things. Judeau, did it hit? My last knife? Yeah, it hit. You killed it. Man, never missed. I don't think we ever saw him miss anything. Oh, God. She's gonna run and he's gonna get engulfed in the background, huh? Now go. What are you saying? Didn't you just say we'd struggle to the very end? Now on your feet, no complaining. I'm taking you if I have to drag you. There's no doing this. Unlike Guts, I'm kind of fragile. Okay, no need to shout. I'll stay with you even if I gotta crawl. I shouldn't have said all that. Yeah, you bet you're coming with me. Take responsibility for what you say. I'm all talk after all. Yeah, these two have probably given you the most personality-wise. So I have a feeling this is very well, like, to see this scene animated would be pretty good. And I'm guessing we're supposed to take it as, we're not going to get any more Corcus panels, huh? I'm going to assume that the panel we left off with him embracing that, like, that's it. I'm going to assume, I guess. He's just dying. Really, if you've got time to shoot your mouth off, step it up. I've always tried to be a smooth talker, but in the end I missed my chance to say it. Oh no. Was he in love with her? Or to tell you the important thing, but now you sure do cry a lot, you know? These must be my last words. The important thing? Or maybe that he just cares. Although personally I always thought I was a bit smoother than that. Damn. He just died in her arms. I wonder what... I'm guessing we never get what he wanted to say. Judeau? Oh, God. I'm sure there's been tons of theory crafting and Reddit posts and blogs. Is this supposed to be interpreted as he did love her, too? I'm sure someone was a smooth talker, but in the end I missed my chance to say it, to tell you the important thing. But now these must be my last words, although personally I always thought I was a bit smoother than that. His was probably the worst we've seen so far. Pippin seemed to be rather quick. Corcus just turned his mind off. He felt every bit of that. You got anything? Anybody? She leaves him there. Yo, Guts, now be the time. Sacrifice, sacrifice, woman. Sacrifice, woman, sacrifice, sacrifice, eat now. Is this supposed to be her words back here? Guts, eat her now, sacrifice, before that, sacrifice, before that. Yes, before that, before that. Excuse me? Okay, they're just taking a... I mean, I know she's gonna die. I'm guessing they're just taking off her armor and shit, right? This isn't actually her being, like, drawn and quartered, correct? Guts is gonna, like, come down here dick swinging and at least give us a final hurrah, correct? Or we're gonna end the chapter before we find out. When I saw this here, I thought they were... You guys can't see the double panel. I thought they were, like, pulling mouth open, ripping arm off. And that's how it ends. Damn. So essentially we lost I mean, we lost. That's it for the Hawks. I mean, sure, there's other bodies out there, but you guys understand what I'm talking about when I say the Hawks. Like the Fab Five or whatever you want to say. Corcus, Pippin, Judeau, Guts, Casca, Rickert. Kind of those 6. We just lost 3. Casca's on the verge, and I don't know what's going on with Rickert. So we had no Guts, no Griffith that entire chapter, those entire 2 chapters. I'm guessing these are his last moments. Yeah, I don't think there's nothing more that needs to be said. Besides us losing the members, RIP to 2 of the realest ones. Pippin and Judeau, 2 of my top 5 characters. What the hell is up with these 2? What the hell's going on here? Zod made a remark that he's been their enemy for 1,000 years. So you did come, you who've been our foe for a millennium. So is there infighting amongst demons? Is that what this is? I figure you wouldn't let that chance slip past. And you were given the command to guard the gate. Hardly have no interest in their indulgent spree. What I seek are the strong, you should know that. Old rival. So they've done this before. Void would say that this too lies... Who's Void? Is that supposed to be a thing, a person, or are we just using that as, like, an actual void? Very well, I wager myself upon my sword. How I interpreted that, he's trying to get in there. To where the God Hand shit's going down. For what purpose? To stop it? To just kill the God Hand? Like he has no interest in them gaining another one, or Apostles? Like, what's the grudge? What's the backstory? And then so I posed this question a lot of, where does he rank amongst the God Hands? Are they on the same level? Is he above them? Below them? Now it sounds like they're opposing forces. So both demonic? Well, we know one is. What is he? That's the question. I can't really speculate more until I know what is he and why he chooses to go against them. Zod seems to be maybe the strongest, minus the God Hand on the demonic side. That's kind of how I interpreted that. This was definitely the most interesting back and forth. Yeah, we had our first major deaths there. That's unfortunate. Seeing Pippin, we'll take another shot or two at that because I rarely will probably ever go back to these chapters or anything, but seeing Pippin get his moment with the, I mean, that's great. You know, I mean, you never really see emotion out of him. We would rarely see it. You know, we got it here in the last, like, 10 or 20 chapters, but that's a great shot for him. At least Corcus, hopefully, that was quick for him. Judeau got the worst of it for sure. You knew what it was when they started out the chapter with him like that. I interpreted that as he cared for her. I don't know if it was on a romantic level or just to tell her, like, as a comrade. I don't know if it was on a comrade level or a romantic level that he loves her. Not sure. And if he did love her, good for him for not trying to, like, sabotage, like, a Casca and Guts thing. Even telling Guts to take her, you know, and all that kind of stuff. Judeau got his moment as well, so rough times out here. We'll go ahead and leave it there. Finally, starting to lose somebody. I mean, that's it. There's no bodies left to lose. What's his name's not even marked? Rickert. So, unfortunately, you know what that means. Within the next handful of chapters, the last one to go is our girl Casca here. What's going to be wild is probably, because we know that's going to happen, what I'm looking forward to the most, unfortunately, when that happens, is Guts' reaction. I think it'll probably be the most invoked reaction we've ever got out of him, no? We've seen him go like Berserk before and really have to like dig deep and Super Saiyan yell it up. But I don't think there's going to be anything that's going to trigger the just rage within him than like Casca dying in his arms and him seeing it and not being able to do anything about it. And I'm curious if there's going to be an exchange between Guts and Griffith before they just like evaporate back to the void beyond in hell. And I'm also curious, is this the last time they've seen each other since current timeline that we just ran into Griffith in the God Hand for the first time? Is that the first time they've seen each other since Griffith's coronation? That's wild if it is. I'm just curious if Griffith speaks, because I would love to see, and I don't know if we're going to get that, I would just love to see his mannerisms and what he thinks. Like, I don't know if, like, when he ascends, does he kind of become, like, a different mental being? Like, the thoughts of humans dying or sacrificing friends, it doesn't, there's no, he's so far removed from that because what he's become that it's nothing to him. Or is there still like human parts of him in there that if it's something that he wouldn't even be willing, like, wants to acknowledge? I don't know. I'll go ahead and leave that there. This will be Saturday's upload. Again, if you're not subscribed, feel free to. We're trying to reach a goal here by the end of the year. Appreciate all the comments and likes you guys are able to give me. I know we don't have a like goal, but all interactions are appreciated. RIP to a couple real ones there. We'll see what chapters 82 and 84, 82 and 84, because we're going to skip 83. Those two chapters will be up tomorrow. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe as always.